This is how I went from this to this in just under 2 years. My goal was to gain healthy weight and build muscle. In the first clip, I weighed 135 pounds, and in April of 2023, I committed to going to the gym, and now I'm 185 pounds, 50 pounds heavier, and much healthier. Oh, and by the way, I'm 6'4", bro.
Damn, I'm 260, bro.
This is 100% a natural transformation video, which I think should speak for itself, but I'm really happy to be back, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so this is me in 2025, actually this week, and the next clip here is where I'm doing some pull-ups. The most I could get before I started going seriously was probably about 6 to 8, and now I can do around 16 to 20 pull-ups in a set, but it definitely took a long time to get to this point, so don't give up and make sure you lock in. Here is a clip of me doing some curls. Probably about 40 pounds I was doing here. This part of the video I'm most proud of because I feel like I made the most progress in bench press besides pull-ups. And in this clip, I'm doing 185 pounds for 10 reps, which took me about, I would say, 18 months to work up to. So I'm really proud of what I got to, and I'm still pushing every day to get it stronger. So I'm going to go through each year because although I started lifting in 2023, the journey was very important, which you'll see. I'm going to insert photos and videos throughout the years of my progress. From 2014 to 2020, I was extremely unhealthy, and I was smoking weed literally nonstop all day. The weird thing is I couldn't eat at all, even though I was high all day. So I focused all of my energy and time into creating content for YouTube and Instagram, which was really fun and it was a really good way to express my creativity, but it was not a healthy lifestyle. And ignore the background, but this is a clip of me in 2017 opening a magazine that I did a photo shoot for, which was called V-Man. But bro, look at my shirt. It didn't even fit me at all, and I was extremely skinny due to unhealthy life choices. And at this time, I was vaping a lot, like insane amounts. I was also eating like trash. I would eat fast food. Sometimes I would only eat one meal a day, but that one meal a day would be really bad. And my gut health was terrible. I had diarrhea all the time, which is probably TMI, but I would also throw up a lot due to like the weed and vaping. I also never moved my body at all. At the time, I didn't care about my physical health. I pretty much didn't even move. So I wouldn't go on walks, I wouldn't go to the gym. I would just consume content and create content. And then during the pandemic in 2020, right before it, I couldn't post any more videos, which I'll make another video on, but it's gonna take a long time to edit, so stay tuned for that in the future. Now we're getting into the 2020 to 2021 era, which was, to say the least, horrible. So this was me in 20 to 2021, and I didn't get a haircut for about 2 years because I was hardcore gaming. Literally all I was doing was playing League of Legends like any depressed person does, and I was fully addicted.
And I'm fucking addicted! So I can't quit!
At this point, I still smoked weed all day, every day. I would literally play League of Legends for 10 to 16 hours a day. 10 to 16 hours a day. And I can't find my match history, but I think I played around 2,000 to 3,000 games in that 1 year alone. And each game is around 15 to 40 minutes. So I was pretty much on all day. So yeah, the pandemic plus not being able to film and create content led me into League of Legends, which if you're not familiar with that game, it's a very addictive computer game. Then fast forward to June of 2022, I stopped smoking weed entirely and haven't since, and I realized I need to stop acting like a boy and become a man. What I mean by becoming a man is focusing on my physical and mental health. Money comes and goes, but your physical and mental health are so important, and you can do a lot to change it, but once you get in a really bad spot, it's hard to change. I also realized that I didn't want to rely on weed to get through the day. So in 2023, I started eating better and going to the gym. After going on a vacation, I realized that I need to get myself together. At first, lifting was one of the most horrible experiences ever. It's so hard. but I already had a little bit of experience lifting, so I was excited to get back into it. I started lifting in high school a little bit on and off, so some years I would lift, some years I wouldn't, and I never fully committed. Going back to the gym in 2023, I had some muscle memory, so it was easier to get into it for me. This is how I made a change in 2023 to 2024. So first off, the progress was extremely slow and it was very hard to get into. The first step I took to getting in shape was replacing bad food with good food, which took me a long time. An example of what I would do is instead of eating Oreos for a snack, I would eat Greek yogurt or almonds, something high in protein and preferably a whole food instead of just processed junk food. Then after replacing good snacks with bad snacks, I would replace something like fast food for Chipotle. For diet, I would substitute something bad like fast food for chicken and rice or salmon and asparagus. And pretty much the goal here was I was trying to eat as much protein and as many whole foods as I possibly could. The biggest change though was only drinking water. I didn't drink any sugar drinks at all, and I've always pretty much only drank water, but I think this is the most key aspect to getting in shape because your muscle is pretty much all water and recovery time when you're hydrated is way faster. I would say the two most important things besides actually going to the gym is eating high protein and drinking a lot of water and also sleeping. Wait, but that's three things. It was extremely hard just changing my diet, but I had a goal in mind and I knew that changing your body in any way is always hard. Whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight or go to the gym or build muscle, it's always going to be a lot of work. So I always had my end goal in mind, which again for me was to gain weight and build muscle. I didn't track any of my macros at all, and I still don't do that. I just try to pretty much eat and live by the bro science code. So I just try to eat a lot of protein, whole foods, vegetables, drink water, and have my protein powder after I lift. Once the diet was completely figured out and I was eating whole foods and protein, I figured that would be the best way to go to the gym once you get your diet sorted out. So I signed up at an LA Fitness to go to the gym, and it was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Going to the gym is not just physically hard, but it's mentally hard too, knowing that you're sore and you still have to go the next day. But I focus on the fact that I'm trying to better myself, not that going to the gym sucked. Dedication is so key. I went to the gym 5 times a week and I would train each body part once per week. So I would do chest one day, shoulders the next day, legs, back, and then I would do arms. What are the 5 things? And I would generally go for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And then once the week was over, the next week I would repeat the same thing. And for each body part, I would generally do around 16 sets, sometimes 20 sets, depending on how big the muscle group is. I was insanely weak, but I knew that persistence was key, especially in the gym. And when I focus on something, I just go all in. After about 3 to 6 months of doing one body part per day, I switched my split to push, pull, and legs. And that's when I made the most gains. I always knew about the push-pull leg split, but I knew that I needed to build a foundation, especially because I was so skinny, to get to that point, so I waited about 3 to 6 months to do that. I was always fascinated by bodybuilding, but I also wanted to build strength for bone density for when I'm older. So I did both. Some days I would train high rep, low weight, and some days I would train high weight, low rep. How I feel after I've gotten into shape now is insane. Physically and mentally, I just feel way better. After you go to the gym, you just feel so productive. It really encourages you to get everything else done for the day that you need to do. And it also encourages you to strive for your goals. My goals moving forward are I want to increase my cardio because I feel like without heart health, muscle doesn't really matter. Like pretty much everything relies on your heart. So I really want to get more cardio going. My second goal is I want to stay consistent and keep making gains. And my third goal is I want to stay in shape so that when I'm older, I can play with my kids or move on my own. By the way, I don't have kids right now. I'm saying my future kids. But listen, by no means am I a professional. These are just my experiences, and it's really straightforward how you get into shape. It just takes a lot of dedication and motivation. You have to focus on the fundamentals, and the fundamentals are sleeping, eating properly and training. That's really all it comes down to. By no means is it easy, but if you have a goal in mind and you really want to achieve that goal, it's definitely much easier than if you just want to go casually. But if you can focus on those three fundamentals, I promise you, your life will change in an amazing way. Another thing is you have to set a realistic goal. You can't compare yourself to fitness influencers or people you see online, because a lot of those people, that's what they do for a living to earn income, and it's literally their job. But also, those people have crazy genetics and they have all the perfect diet and time to go to the gym. So when you're starting out, don't compare yourself to other people. Just have a set goal that you want to achieve and go for that. But I promise you, your body is a lot more capable. But I promise you, your body is capable. I promise you, your body is capable of a lot more than you think it is. Time, patience, consistency are key. If you focus on those three things and you're dedicated, 100% you'll make a change. But anyways, that pretty much wraps up this video. If I can do it, you 100% can do it. And I really encourage you to set a goal for yourself in 2025 and try to reach that goal by consistency, diet, and motivation. Focus on that goal every single day you wake up. If you skip a few days, you're going to become demotivated really fast. So focus, stay on point, stay strong, and I guarantee you, you got this. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Make sure you smash the subscribe and like button, and I'll see you next time. Peace.